Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, which is very special because I am going to show you the most typical food here on Tenerife. Obviously Tenerife is part of Spain, but they do have some specialties that only exist here on the Canary Islands. And we will start with the most typical plate here in Tenerife. I'm very excited. We are in a place that is called Guachinche. Guachinches are a kind of restaurant that is typical here from the Canary Islands. So here you can eat the most traditional food that comes directly from the islands. This place is called El Churrasco, and typically they serve the food with wine. So here in this place you actually have to order a little bit of wine to enjoy your food. In Los Guachinches, you can eat the most traditional food from the Canary Islands. Usually they have their own wine and they also produce their own food quite often. We just ordered ribs with potatoes, and honestly this looks like it is made for 10 people. We are only 2, so let's see how much we can eat of that. Otherwise I'm sure we can take it with us. But it looks delicious and it smells super delicious. Let's try it. We actually managed to eat quite a lot of the ribs, but also I'm with someone who can eat an entire chicken for breakfast, so that probably helped as well. It was absolutely delicious. The meat is super soft and juicy with a super nice crust. Highly recommended this place. That food was absolutely delicious. Definitely the best ribs I've ever eaten in my life. It is not that easy to get here. Actually, it was the most inclined road I have ever taken. I'm not sure if it actually shows in the video. But it was definitely worth it. It's a little bit in the middle of nowhere, but you have to check that out if you want to have the most spectacular food ever here on the Canary Islands. So it's time to go to the next place now. I am now at the house of banana. As you can see here behind me, there are banana plains. The Canary Islands are actually quite famous for their bananas, which are delicious in taste due to its freshness. So I definitely recommend you, the next time you are in a European supermarket, make sure to check whether they have Canarian bananas, because they are super fresh and way more tasty than those that come from far away, such as the ones that come from Costa Rica or Ecuador. 95% of the Canarian bananas are being sold here within Spain, and only 5% are exported to other countries. In Spain, the acceptance of these bananas is way higher because people here appreciate way more the freshness and the taste of the bananas. Obviously, it is local food, so that is probably one of the reasons why the acceptance here in Spain is so huge, but they are also exported into other European countries. So next time you are in a supermarket, make sure to pay attention to the bananas they have there. The plants are produced in vitro until they are about 40 centimeters high and 4 centimeters in diameter. This avoids pests and other diseases. You can easily recognize a banana from the Canary Islands because they usually have some brown spots like these ones here, usually a bit bigger. They are quite small in size, smaller than the ones from Costa Rica or Ecuador. And of course they have the Canary Islands label, so make sure to check that next time you go to a supermarket. Now here in the house of banana, or Casa del Plátano in Spanish, you can find a lot of things made of banana, such as banana chips, but also alcoholic drinks, marmalade of course, a lot of other things. It is quite interesting to see what kind of products can be made from banana. I'm going to try a liquor that is made of banana. This one has 30% of alcohol and they usually drink it after dinner, or you can also have some vanilla ice cream with it. Let's see how it tastes. pretty strong. I usually don't drink alcohol, so I feel it quite strong. But it's good, it's delicious, it's sweet. Yeah, I like it. There's also wine, completely made of banana, different types of wine, sweet wine, dry wine, and so on. So if you come here, make sure to try that as well. All right, enough of bananas. It's time to go to our next place, something that is also very typical from the Canary Islands and something that I've only heard here on the Canary Islands. Let's check it out. I will show you something else that is very delicious and typical for Tenerife. We just arrived at a mill of Gofu, which is another product that is quite typical here in the Canary Islands. Let's go inside and maybe the owner can tell us a little bit more about what it is and how they produce it. ¿Nos puedes contar un poco qué es el gofio y para qué se usa?
Vale, los molinos de gofio, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, datan de hace 435 años. El gofio son cereales tostados y molidos. Cualquier cereal, inclusive legumbre, siempre que lo tostamos y luego lo molemos es gofio. Es el alimento principal de las Islas Canarias y se come normalmente en el desayuno, con leche, puede ser con yogur, café con leche, o en barritas como las pellas, que son artesanales y se hacen con el gofio tradicional de millo y trigo.
¿Y la molina está aquí? ¿Se lo hace aquí?
Sí, los molinos son estos. Anteriormente los molinos funcionaban con agua, lo que movía las piedras era el agua y ahora es la electricidad, pero sigue siendo igual con piedra y se muelen todos los días. Tanto tostar como la molienda se hace diario por las mañanas, ya por las tardes se hace la mercancía para repartir.
Vi que hay muchos tipos de gofio aquí.
Sí, el tradicional, como te digo, es la mezcla de maíz y trigo. Este vale tanto para dulces como para salados, es decir, para el potaje, para la leche, para el yogur, café con leche y las garbanzas. Ya más para la leche o café con leche hay con vainilla, con canela y con chocolate.
¿Cuál recomiendas tú?
Normalmente el tradicional, porque es verdad que vale para los dos y se puede probar tanto en la sopa como en el yogur.
I'm going to try an energy bar that is made of gofio, honey, a few nuts and banana. And it's very soft, it's delicious, it's soft, it's sweet. If you've ever tried Spanish turrones, it's quite similar to that. It tastes different, it tastes more like cereals, but it kind of reminds me of the turrones. Very delicious. Make sure to try some of those when you are here in Tenerife. Alright, this was it for today's video. I hope you got some appetite and some inspiration on where to eat when you are on the Canary Islands. I highly recommend you to try these things out because it is quite unusual, it is quite exceptional actually. I've never seen or tasted anything similar outside of the Canary Islands, so I highly recommend these places. I hope you enjoyed this little tour. If you did, make sure to support my work by giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to show you more of the Canary Islands and I hope to see you in the next one.